Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, internet? Hope everyone is keeping well. Hope you have been entertained in the few minutes since the other video. So we're just going to jump right into it and get into the Sunday, Monday matches. I couldn't see any other big international matches or any other big matches on the continent. So I'm just going to stick to the Premier League this one. But if there are any other matches that you want me to keep an eye out for, whether it be in Sweden or Japan or Australia or whatever, then please let me know. So jumping right into it. So Sheffield United versus Fulham, two teams that are struggling this season and desperately need to find their form from somewhere. I think it's going to be hotly contested. I think it's probably going to be like a 2-2, a 3-3. I can see this being a draw. It's going to be who's hungrier for this game. So we'll see. But I think it's probably going to be a draw, in my opinion. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. So two teams that have had sort of ups and downs. Palace against United when they beat us on the first game of the season. Brighton taking United all the way to the last minute. And they've just had a mixed bag of results. So I think this is going to be a very entertaining game. Two very free-flowing teams. Palace with the likes of Zaha and Brighton with the likes of Trossard. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this one. I'm going to say that Crystal Palace is going to win this one. I think they've just got more about them. But with Brighton, you never know. You never know, they could surprise you. So on to Spurs versus West Ham. So if what everyone is hearing is right, this is probably going to be Gareth Bale's first introduction for Spurs since signing back to them on loan. So I can see him playing very well, or at least being hungry enough to assist other people. And I mean, if you've got Son, Kane and Gareth Bale up front, maybe Lucas Moura in behind them, I mean, you'd be stupid not to be scared of that team. So no disrespect to West Ham, especially after their 3-0 win last time out. I just think that Spurs is going to be too powerful for them. Antonio, Bowen, likes of those players, you never know, could surprise everyone. But I think Spurs are just going to do it. I think it's probably going to be a 3-1. On to the last game of Sunday, Leicester versus Aston Villa. So, Aston Villa coming off of their win against Liverpool, they are going to be buzzing. But are they going to be complacent? Leicester is not a team to be complacent against, especially after getting beaten against West Ham. So I think Jamie Vardy and his lads are going to be out to prove that they are not the laughingstock of the league. I mean, at the minute we all know that the laughingstock of the league is Liverpool after losing 7-2 to Aston Villa, but they'll be out with a point to prove that they are back and fighting fit. So again, a very hard-fought match. I think as long as Aston Villa keep their head about them and don't go off the rails being too confident, too cocky, I think they could send it to Leicester. I'm going to say Leicester's still going to win. I think it's going to be very tight though. I think it's going to be a 3-2. High scoring, but tight. So on to the Monday matches. We have West Bromwich Albion versus Burnley. Two teams finding it difficult at the moment. Some of Burnley's players did perform quite well in the international break. I know that Matej Vydra performed quite well for the Czech Republic. So he'll have a bit of confidence, a bit of impetus. But I think West Brom's a bit more free-flowing. So if Burnley can find out a way to stop them attacking, then I think that they could win this. I think that it's Burnley's to lose, really. No disrespect to West Brom. They just haven't really shown enough, whereas Burnley have won a couple of games. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I'm going to throw Burnley as the winner for this one. Final game, Leeds against Wolves. Very interesting contest. Wolves started off quite well and then really petered out. Leeds have just been strong the whole time. They haven't necessarily always won, like the game against Liverpool, but very, very, very tough team to beat this season. Rodrigo, now they've got Rafinha. If they can keep Calvin Phillips fit, I think Leeds could be difficult, especially because this is at home. So if the Portuguese national team that is Wolverhampton Wanderers can't get them under control, I could see this being another 4-0 defeat. But if Nuno Espirito Santos gets his team back together, gets them from the international break, especially because, like the joke I just made, they're all Portuguese, gets them in there, gets them playing well, could be a tough game. I'm going to say it's close, and I'm going to say it's a 3-2 to Wolves. I think Wolves are going to edge it, but we'll see. Who knows on the day? So, let me just run through that again, tell you what channels they're on. So Sheffield United versus Fulham is on Peacock. So is Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Spurs versus West Ham is on NBC Sports Network or Telemundo. Leicester versus Aston Villa is on Peacock. West Brom versus Burnley, NBC Sports Network or Universal. And Leeds versus Wolves, also NBC Sports Network or Universal. So that's everything from me for today. I'm going to be back, as I mentioned in my previous video, on Sunday for the Champions League rundown. Go through all of those matches for Tuesday and Wednesday. Depending on how long it is, I might split it up again. Do a video Sunday, do a video Monday, see how it goes. And then other than that, I will be back next week for another review of the, or preview of the Premier League. So I hope everyone is doing well, staying out of trouble, staying safe, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.